Right, hi everyone. So filming it on the Friday, but this is for the Saturday. And so Saturday the 5th of July 2025, but everything I do is timeless. I just mention it for when I'm talking about the astrology. So, don't let the date put you off. So that's annoying, that sound is beeping, right? It's not. I don't think you can hear it anyway, but a van was beeping outside. So there could be something about a van or alarm bells going off in somebody's head. So, right. So if you're new, right, everything I do is channeling, clearing, healing energy. And I'm quite tired because I already filmed the other one. And I'm not tired from that. I'm tired from, I was filming that one. Then the shopping arrived, put the shopping away. And then I went on this, I just got really in the mood for doing a bit of a deep clean, like in the kitchen and the bathroom. So I was like, when I feel the mood to do it, I better take advantage of that. So again, it's because Scorpio moon right now likes to get down to the bottom of things. So again, you could be cleaning up your side of the street, or guided to clean up your side of the street, your karma, or you could be getting down to the bottom of something. I'm going to use the Pluto cards again. Like I said, for me personally, right now as I'm filming this, the moon is conjunct my Pluto. So it makes me in that kind of mood to get right down to the bottom of something. So typically I don't, it's just quite funny, like typically I don't actually film on these days because it's also when I can be more tired. But it is quite good when I've got the energy to, because it really gets down to the truth of the matter. It really gets right to the heart of the matter. And it gives new people or anyone that hasn't had a session with me. Now that's weird. I said a session with me, but that sounded like ascension with me. And that is what happens in ascension too as well. I you know what I mean? Change your frequency, like it lifts your energy up. So that's kind of nuts. Anyway, to go a bit dark for a minute, there was one of the tea leaf cards was like that, right, down the floor. And, how do I know anything? They were pulling my eyes down it. And I was like, oh, I was already sitting here and I thought, right, I better look. And I looked, and also I just looked at the mic to make sure it was on. So there's that theme again about maybe somebody not feeling like they're being heard, or, and now they're guiding me to the label on the ground that says together tomorrow. I can't be bothered getting it. I've showed it before, but it's because it was weird. It was like I saw it before a session with someone once, and not only did the words matter, there was something about a label that was significant. I can't tell you what it was about because it was significant to the girl, not me, but it was kind of nuts. So if she still watches, that'll be kind of nuts. But yeah, together tomorrow is what the label says. So well, you could be together tomorrow for somebody. So obviously that's not for everyone, but whenever you watch, whenever tomorrow is, whenever you watch this, so definitely take that with a pinch of salt. But because we are in the Venus conjunct Uranus energy, anything is possible. It's unpredictable, shocking, surprise changes that's going on. But so the thing that was not so nice was the card was casket, but it's not. It's about endings, right? And Scorpio is the death card, which is about endings and transformation, rebirth too. So 9 times out of 10, that's what it's going to be about. But just in case, if there has been a loss for anybody tuning in here, then again, absolute prayers and healing going out to you if you're open to it. Someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. But I feel for most people, it's the end of a situation, it's the end of something that needs to end. So look, maybe it's an end to gossip, because before I even shuffles, I think that's the card. And grief, yeah. So look, there really could be, there could have been a loss here for someone. It could have even, look, someone's dog specifically could have died. So again, whoever it is that there's been a loss about, so it will be someone at some point, because these are both heart chakra cards, right? So either way, there is a deep feelings going on. And with Cancer, Sun, Scorpio, Moon, that is deep feelings. And like I said, it is deep feelings of grief, loss, sadness. The shadow side of Cancer is depression. And Scorpio is pain, full stop. So that's why I said in yesterday's one, well, I filmed it today, but the one from yesterday, I've just noticed there's something about that combination is very depressing and painful. And I've noticed it can be when there is a lot more people that choose to exit stage left. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Because of the things we're not allowed to say. And I refuse to use these ridiculous wordings for things. But anyway, yeah, so I feel like there's some kind of, I think there's some kind of sadness in general for a feminine around gossip. So, and this card's actually, I think this is one of my favourite ones. What this card's actually about is she's a famous artist, and, well, I don't know about famous, but she's an artist and yeah, I don't think she's meant to be famous, whatever, but you could be famous with me saying that. But it's like she paints beautiful she paints beautiful paintings in her house, and she's quite a hermit. And all these people in the village are gossiping about her, right? Look, they're jealous. Look at them. Jealous, right? Gel energy, gel haters. And basically what's really, oh yeah, because that's what it is. She dies. Oh my God, right. By the way, there really is a theme of death here. So, but again, it doesn't need to be literal again, but listen, this fable's about basically when she dies, when she didn't have, I don't think she had anybody like family or anything around. Also, it's 1616 as I'm recording this, so that's a double tower moment coming. Shocking surprises, Venus conjunct Uranus. Also, because we're fully in Neptune retrograde in Aries, bringing out the truth. And then, wow, I see what they're doing here. Like, basically, they found out that she'd painted all these beautiful paintings of them. So while they were all gossiping about her and being horrible about her, she'd done the most amazing, like, artwork of her neighbours, you know what I mean, in the community. And then, so obviously, you know, if they've got a heart, they feel like shit. But whatever, that's the fable's generally that. So it's about somebody that could have a talent and stand out for doing something quite unique, and therefore it attracts a lot of jealousy. Perhaps even, you know, like for at some point these could have even been friends, you know, and then as this talent emerged, that happened. But however, that's not what the fable is, but I'm kind of seeing it when I'm looking at it. But whatever it was, there was some kind of sadness and grief around some kind of gossip that's been caused in a feminine's life, but also a masculine emotionally. But I also feel the grief is around losing your twin flame, so whichever one you are. So, and the reason that they're telling me that is because, well, because this is always about twin flames, but it's also because it's about to be 418, and 418 around here is a number connected to union, because it's the 4 of Wands in the tarot, and it also happens to be my birthday numbers. But that is why I am one of the divine channels that's here to usher in the union. Why it feels like a fucking fairy tale around here every day. But again, it's because it is all people's fairy tales. It's when it happens. So that card has been coming out a lot. This is as I'm filming this will be the 50 of the twin flame trauma release videos that I'm doing. And again, it's always trauma release. It's 418 now. It's always trauma release around these parts, because that is what I help people do, release trauma. But I feel the masculine is in this place. Oh yeah, you see. But what the hell's going on here? Graveyard, sad. Someday, so there could have been like one of the divine masculines, male or female. Again, if there's already been a loss, because I'm feeling that, and again, condolences, because I'm kind of getting like that's, I'm really liking that that's about a dog dying. In that fable, she dies. They're all talking about her. They're standing in a graveyard casket. You know what I mean? There's a strong feeling of death. But Scorpio is the death card in tarot. So, but whatever this is about, like I said, I feel there's grief around a connection, gossip, sadness over, this is a masculine, sad over this ending, whenever the ending happened. But you see how it works as well. For the masculine's sad about the gossip and having to release the union. Or this can be someone in regret about releasing a twin flame connection, and then there's gossip around that. And the gossip could now be as well that they're seeing the person as regretting that. And yeah, and the same for the feminine, you know what I mean? These are the feminine's cards, you're releasing something that happened. Oh God, right, okay, so don't know if we need any more cards, because that's rejection. Yeah, look, release and reject. So this is interesting too, because this card is actually about an artist as well. So this is an artist and this is an artist. So we could have a couple of twin flames that you're both artists in some type of way. Now that doesn't need to be that you're both painters. It does actually, but artists in this context, they actually are both painters. So that even funnier if you're both painters. But, you know, someone could be a singer, someone could be a dancer, someone could be a singer, someone could be an artist, someone could be a content creator, someone could be an artist. You know what I'm saying? However it all fits. We've all got creativity somewhere, kind of thing. And that's why my tagline is my gift is helping you find yours. So if you don't believe you do, book a session and I'll help you find your talent. I'll see it in your chart. But yeah, anyway, like I feel the masculine is having regrets over releasing and rejecting a twin flame. That, and perhaps it was particularly about how different, unique you are. Because, and remember, that's, I'm sure many, if not all, I would say all divine feminines, whether you're male or female, will be able to resonate with that. Maybe stronger if you are in the public or something, but I would say everyone can resonate on some level, because divine feminine energy is unique. You know, we should look different from other people, because, well, I'll you know, when I speak in terms of myself, I'm anchoring in the codes of the new earth. Now, not everybody's doing that. Not everybody even knows what that means. So, and like I've said before, like, you know, I'm a key code holder, which not everybody is. It's why I've said before that it can be quite frustrating for me, but I've learned to get used to it. That some of the messages I get them like weeks and months, sometimes years in advance of like huge big channels. I've always just noticed that about myself. So, but because this channel's so small, you would only notice if you've been around and then you follow a few channels and you're like, wait a minute, Claire's channeled that like ages ago. So I'm used to it though. I just crack on with it. But the point is it's like, it's you know, like I said, it keeps us humble, but it's because at some point I will have more people tuning in, and then you'll be able to see more what I mean. But the people that have been here all along will get what I mean. But anyway, so, but also that, yeah, it can cause jealousy. You know what I mean? It's like, again, this feels like Mary Magdalene and Jesus vibes again as well. Whenever I talk about jealousy, there's something unique about your connection that people gossiped about. And now we've got two people in sadness because a masculine rejected somebody because they're different. Oh, that's sad, isn't it? It's given Scorpio moon. But that's what that whole fable's about. She's very gifted, unique, and talented, and she loves green, because look, she's got a green house, she's wearing green because it's a heart chakra card. And everybody spoke about her because she was sticking out like a sore thumb. And then they all feel bad when they find out that she, you know, that she fought, you know, that despite all the people gossiping about her, she still fought, you know, fought nicely about them. She'd painted them all, and you know what I mean? It's a sad fable. But a lot of feelings here. That's what I'm getting. A lot of feelings going on. Right, okay, so let's get the block. Again, I don't know if this will be another long one. If it is, it's fine, but it's because I'm filming it on my day where I'm having a rest. Because I'm like, I think I'm doing the live stream tonight, because I'd rather do it tonight than a Saturday night or a Sunday night, but I'm just going to like chill and have a bath and that, have my tea and then decide. So that's my plan just now anyway. So, but by the time you're watching this, I will have either done the live stream last night or not. So you'll know. Right, so what's a block then? Because all this is very heavy energy. It's quite sad. Oh, I've got a text. When did that come? Oh, it was just about. So that's just a wee text to say, you know, can you make sure? Oh, wait a minute. That text is about, can you make sure if you've got any dogs or pets, mainly it'd be dogs, that they're, you know, not about, because a parcel is about to be delivered. So dog, you know what I mean? Somebody's dog could have died. So again, these are all just little bits and pieces that might be coming into this. But dogs are about unconditional love too. So it's not literally about a dog, because it's not really for everyone. Although the only reason I'm saying that is because when I was using these cards as a base for teaching about chakras years ago, like literally nearly 10 years ago now, my dog had just died, and we were on that card. I'm not even kidding. Really cruelly. And it was like, I'm such a trooper that I channeled, and I was crying on the live stream, but it was like, you know, the people, it was a very small membership at the time, but they were like, that was actually really moving. You know what I mean? So, and it was hard to explain, but that's how close to real life when I'm doing a teaching course like that or something, like how spirit and great spirit and God and the guides work with my life. So right, you know, it's quite interesting too, like this is really deep, but when I got this deck again, because I've had it like over 10 years, like I really resonated with that card, you know what I mean? Like, and I think everybody would if you do something different. And it's just, but I have to say, like 10 years on from, well, or however, it's more than that, from, you know, roughly 10 years from when I've been using them to where I am now, that's even more true today than I ever thought at the time. So it's quite nuts, you know what I mean? How the more you move into doing something different and unique, how the shadow and others around you can come out, you know. Because in this case, it's people in our communities or neighbours. You didn't even bother to get to know her. But like I'm saying, this could be people you know that is kind of go weird on you because you're daring to be different. Deep, deep, deep. Right, okay, so what have we got for a block then, well, that being said, for the feminine, male or female? It's also the masculine, feminine side. That conversation card just fell again. So I do feel there's contact coming, because that's what I meant to say when I saw that I had a text, I hadn't noticed. So actually look out for that. You know, look out even though it missed an email or something, because we're going into Mercury Retrograde in a few weeks. Walking away. Wow. I'm walking away. Right, this is right. The reason I'm saying wow is because I was actually just singing that song. So when I was finishing the cleaning in the kitchen, I was singing, I'm walking away from the troubles in my life. I'm walking away to find a better life. So, and the reason I was singing it was because the walking away card, which, wow, they just, that was like that here. And I didn't know, yeah, someone's walking away, right? If we're not getting that message, someone's walking away from gossip. Let's do that in case. Again, that's not actually what that means. We'll read it, but yeah, someone basically that's what it means. Karmic endings. It's shocking karmic energies with the Venus conjunct Uranus and the last of Taurus, and then moving into then they're both moving into Gemini. It's shocking karmic endings, shake up, breakups, makeups with twin flames, because Gemini's the twins. That's what this is all about. You leave too quickly when things get challenging. Stay and try and work it out. So again, take that on board if you're a divine feminine. I don't feel many divine feminines or any divine feminines will be in this place. But again, I'll push that aside because you might have something, you know, you might have a reason why you would walk away from this. Like maybe it's been a long time. Maybe you've given this person ages and you've heard nothing from them, or maybe they've done something to really hurt you that you can't get over, or, you know, but again, with it, like I say, when it comes to twin flames, there's always a way around the most painful, difficult situations, because that's what the journey's all about. So, or whatever else that means to you. What have we got for the masculine? But I feel, forget that, but I feel it is the masculine's walking away from gossip. You know what I mean? The masculine's now releasing, rejecting the gossips, where in the past they've rejected and turned their back on their divine feminine. I mean, that is definitely what it looks like. Burned out, and they could be burned out. You feel emotionally burned out right now. Retreat and recover before continuing. And again, in a Scorpio moon, very likely that actually Cancer Sun, sleep. So it could also be you're in need of more sleep. Rest could also be you're burnt out. Scorpio moon, pain. You know what I mean? That's, yeah. So the masculine's burnt out, and they could be. I feel that's Ten of Wands, like so done with a situation they can't like go on with it anymore. You know, they're leaving the situation, breaking free. Right. Let's get a Pluto card, because they get down to the bottom of things. Actually, though, will we get... I think we need these ones that are a bit... They're not all... Well, there is a few of them. These ones can be quite doom and gloom, but truthful. I'll shuffle so you can see. I'm walking away from the troubles in my life. Walking away. Give us the energy of all the divine masculines. This will be that most make sense. But I can't speak, guys. Give me a break. The moon's in my 12th house. It won't be by the time you're watching this, but you know what I mean. Give the message that will make the most sense from the people that want to say it. I want to contact our mutual friends to ask about you. Wow, that is fucking weird though with that. So what I'm getting from this is perhaps at one point you had mutual friends and now you don't, or you don't have many. But I feel it's like, because of the way I've channeled this, I think, you know, if this person was to do that, they'd find out you're not even friends or something. Our love was too intense for me to handle it. I needed to break away. Wow, see, look. Sorry, I don't like saying see, but they rejected you because they couldn't handle how different you were. Comes out all the time. And again, remember, with twin flames, it's such a head fuck because that actually means you're rejecting part of you. It reminds me of the card that's probably still sitting here. Like, you're dimming your own light to fit in. If you think your divine feminine's too much, it means you think there's a part of you that's too much that you're suppressing. Look, don't dim it to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Sorry, not sorry. They're making me go extra twin flame shaman on you because that's shadow work, and one of my expertise is shadow integration. You know what I mean? But look, especially because that's sitting there too. Attention of others. I'm addicted to the attention of others. I love feeling wanted and needed. I don't feel whole without it. So maybe it's like this person craved the attention of their community, and so that, you know what I mean, like they rejected the feminine in this because they were too scared of what the people around them thought. Look, sorry, you'll see why I'm laughing, right? Look, twin flame, and then I saw jealousy as well. Look, that's those people. I'm very jealous. I can barely stand it. How powerful is that? Look at their fucking faces. In the past, I feel a feminine walked away from people like that because you sensed it, or they actually done ugly things to show it. They couldn't hide it. Look, and it was sad for you because you had to walk away from that. That's nuts. But they weren't loyal. The dog, they weren't loyal. But this is also your twin flame is jealous. You activate my soul to find my purpose and destiny in life. You helped me heal in ways no one else could. Thank you for finding me again this time round. But this is actually, again, another shadowy thing. Remember I said this the other day. Sometimes it's actually your twin flame that can be jealous of you because they're not realising you're showing the potential that they could have. And then they work it out. So take it however it resonates, but that's the 7/7 portal as well. Because if this is for the 5th, yeah, so a couple of days from when you're watching this. Sirius Gateway energies. Unblock me, I miss you, I want to connect. This all makes sense. Again, I love it does always make sense because the right cards are coming out. I miss you and I want to connect. Please unblock me literally or energetically so we can speak. I have a lot to say. This person, yeah, they rejected you, they turned their back on you. And so even if you've not literally blocked them, this is mind-blowing. Sorry. This is what I mean. Look, lost. I feel lost without you. Sorry. I keep doing that. I keep not finishing my sentence. So that could have meaning in here too, that someone can't even get the words out that they need to. Your twin flame can't even get the words out. When they come to talk to you, they can't even get the words out. There's too much to say. But it is because the moon's conjunct my Pluto right now. Look, others' opinions. This person was bound by their family. Oh, I said interesting. It's because I was not reading the words and it just remembered. I was thinking from memory. So it could be their actual family. Others' opinions. I feel bound by my culture and by my family's beliefs and how I should live my life. I'm working towards breaking free from a limit and from limiting myself based on their beliefs. So again, family or friends, because I was pulling through a lot of friend energy and then I said family like that and that says family. But basically that's what it was. Your twin flame cared too much about other people's opinions. Because even that's so weird that even says mutual friends. How weird. Right, so we'll leave them there. I'll get the thumbnail after. Let's use these dragon cards because they got me to pull them through for some reason. Pull them through, that's a bit of a weird. Maybe you're pulling somebody through a dark time, because that's weird that I said pull them through. What have we got then? Give us something else. Gifts, yeah. See what I mean? She's sharing her unique gifts. That's the feminine's got unique gifts that you're sharing, if this is yours. Or you will. Male or female. Masculine. King Arthur, if that's why they got me to use this. The masculine twin flame has went through this kind of energy of like, why me? This isn't for me. Like, you know, I can't work out what this feeling is with me and that person. Like, yeah, I'm pulled to them, yeah, but you know, I'm rejecting it. It's not for me. I'm going to be too different. It's all that kind of energy. Like, I don't want people to gossip about me like they gossip about them. So this is really deep today, but it's very honest. And then it's like they could also have like a personal kind of dragon sort of guide. A lot of masculines do, male or female. But something could have been specific about the year of the dragon as well. Now, was that last year or the year before? It goes so quick, I get confused. I think it was last year. This year's the year of the snake. But yeah, King Arthur, that's one of my favourite films. King Arthur and the Legend of the Sword. Is this person didn't feel worthy. They didn't feel worthy of this connection. They've been activated now. And there could be specific Avalon energy or anything connected with past lives that you resonate with too. Dragon Rider, that's about being brave in that deck. And Air Chalice, I feel that's about the Venus going into Gemini. Venus, Uranus and Gemini conjunction. Loss, yeah, look, rejection. The masculine is feeling the loss of the twin flame. Their mirror. Wow, loving these cards. The masculine is noticing all of that. And it's going to take courage to now do it. It's like basically doing a turn. It's like a dramatic turnaround. This masculine. This is, you know, like I said, because I don't usually film when the moon's conjunct my Pluto. But it does make me even more super psychic, and it also helps me get down to the darker sort. And this is a bit darker. It's like, however this person rejected their twin flame, it's kind of quite well known, and it's like they're doing it. You know, they're realizing that was a mistake. Because I suppose it wouldn't always be that way for everyone. You know, not everybody would even know that somebody was a twin flame or who their twin flame was, but for some people, you know, it can be very exposed like that. Right. So we've got a feminine and overthinking mode. We've got a masculine gathering their strength. Cards are just saying the same thing. King of the jungle coming forward, and we've got the door to personal healing and happiness that someone needs to escape from. So, and I didn't say that in yesterday's one, but that card came out in yesterday's one. Look, we've got a feminine and overthinking mode, whether you're a male or female. The door to personal healing and happiness is each other, but the masculine needs to leave something. And the gate's open. They can leave if they want to, but they could have been stalling on their own happiness, because that was in reverse. Blossom in abundance. Right, let's go with tarot. Oh, I was going to do the Pluto cards. It's just they take a while to read, but I do want to do the Pluto cards because it's Scorpio moon. And then, like I said, I will. No, see what I mean? I'm getting all confused. If this is for Saturday, I will have either been live last night, so you can watch that, or like I said, there might be a chance. This is what I mean. I'm just feeling into it. It's like right now, my head is telling me that I would rather. It's what makes sense. I don't want to work at the weekend. But I don't know why I keep saying that. Maybe I'm just going to, the closer it gets, maybe I'm just going to not want to. I don't know. I'll trust my intuition. We'll just see. Like I said, when you live in these newer frequencies, you just live very much in the moment. So I either did it last night, or I'll be doing the live tonight as you're watching this, or Sunday night. It'll be one of them. So What was a Pluto card for the feminine, the masculine, feminine side? White tail. What have we got in the stag? Stags are a sign of the masculine. So we've got a lion, king of the jungle. We've got a stag, sign of the masculine, masculine energy. Masculine's coming forward. Unicorn. Oh, I should have said that. That's so annoying. So, you know, I was guided on one of those cards to the unicorn, because these are dragon cards, but you know, that look, that one's got a unicorn, it's still there. The masculine feels like they lost a unicorn. But that's the thing, like, you were too much like a unicorn to this masculine. You stood out like a sore thumb. There's something that you do that gets attention. And it's kind of weird, because it's like, I feel this masculine is amazed by what you can do, but it's like it causes some kind of stir. So, because it's different. And like I said, when people do different things, you do get gossips and jail haters, because they're all boring doing the same thing. Like, yeah, look, spell work, look. Dishonesty, deception, and trickery. It was that's what I'm feeling. It's like, so I love, this is what I mean. This is why good job, I love what I do. It's because it's Scorpio moon, and it is because of what I just said, Pluto conjunct my It's like I'm in super detective mode, and they're bringing out all the dark stuff. It was like, I feel this feels like a very gossipy, nasty kind of group of people around a union. So if, again, this can make sense to lots of unions. So if you and your person you feel you've got people around you that like to sort of, you know, lie and cause tricks and make you go against each other, then this could be for you. But there was some kind of spell that was cast over this. Again, watch yesterday's one, which I filmed on the same days I'm filming this. I was talking about spells and stuff, and I do feel, oh my god, and even the fact that I've mentioned that King Arthur film as well. Now, is that, no? So I always, when it's ones like past life stuff and that, or just whenever it's relevant, I get shown King Arthur, Legend of Sword, but I also get shown Huntsman's Winter's War, the Huntsman Winter's War, something like that. And it's because of the scene when the two that are in love, they're actually they get married in secret, like in a kind of, it's not a handfast, he puts like a necklace around her neck, you know, because it's that time that they're in, but they have to do it in secret because there's an evil queen that's overseeing it all. So what makes me think is, when I'm describing this film, the evil queen could either be someone's karmic partner, or it could be like a family member or something here. So, but they have to hide it anyway from this queen, who's not either of their family member or lover, actually. It's just the way it works. But anyway, she's jealous for another reason. She has lost herself, so she becomes bitter. Like, very free come to Jesus moment. Oh my god, a bitter third party. Wait a minute, what just happened there? When I was shuffling, I went past third party, divine masculine. Yeah, so there's a bitter third party around the divine masculine. That divine masculine's had an ego death. Oh my god, that's definitely what I've channeled with all the cards, isn't it? Like, someone's been humbled and had an ego death. They're having to gain the courage and the strength because they rejected and lost someday. Look, there were other things that got in the way of us being together. Yeah, a spell, a confusion, a manipulation. Wow. Yeah, but anyway, in the film I'm thinking of, the evil queen, she casts a spell, an illusion, to make them both think that they've abandoned each other when they haven't. So in general, I normally explain that better, but so again, whoever the evil queen is now, that's what's, wait a minute, when I said that was weird. I said she's not either. So now they're telling me something different. I'm just cracking the code here. In that film, she's not actually a family member or a lover of either of the two. So that could be a hint too, that like this person might not even be a family member or a lover. It could be like just someone in the community. Do you know what I mean? Like a frenemy or an enemy or something like that. Like, so take it as it resonates. Right, what else have we got here? But somebody that's like, you know, wanted to cause that. Avoid them blocking and pushing away. Again, I get what they're saying. It's like a jealous person has lied, a third party, to keep people apart. Unexpected outcome. Things didn't go the way I planned. But is that the karmic person saying that? I think this is so funny the way that I think that's the karmic person saying things didn't go the way I planned because this union's coming together. And that's Venus conjunct Uranus, and that's also karma, isn't it? If somebody's meddled with a union, it'll come together in an even better way, shocking way. Yeah, look, wow, this is fucking brilliant for the Venus. The thumbnail is, that's brilliant for the Venus conjunct Uranus. Shocking, unexpected outcomes, turmoil, trouble, unexpected. It's a tower moment that's coming because this person's had an ego death. Wait a minute. Did it not just say escape there? Escaping. Escape. If that divine masculine escape, I definitely think there's masculines walking away with what I've already pulled out for fucking hell. No, that was in this one. The walking away card twice. Now we've got escaping. Shocking escape. Divine masculine, shocking escape. What in the fuck? Cloudy judgment. It was in reverse. The illusions, unbalanced, distorted. Somebody had cloudy judgment. They were around manipulative energies. Trapped. Right. What in the fuck, guys? I told you it was a stuck, tied down, captive. Someone's escaping a trapped scenario or feeling trapped in their head because they feel they're at breaking point. Limit, final straw, overwhelmed. Wow, that was quite intense. I think we need a tarot deck. I'm wondering if the everything is fine card is going to come out because it doesn't look like everything's fine here. What have we got for the feminine? Yeah, there's an end of a karma. Oh, wait a minute. There's an end of a... Just going to tell you, I'll pull another one. Yeah. There's a quick end of a cycle coming in and a conversation because I used that to cover it for a feminine. Also got a Scorpio symbol in the card there. But yeah, that's gossip too, actually, right beside the gossip card. Again, gossip's caused a lot of trouble in whatever I'm picking up on here. And if it's not common knowledge, it's going to become common knowledge. But there's a quick karmic cycle ending. Something's ending quickly. And I think it's in a good way. I think there's a union coming. Let's get for the masculine. So, right. What did I say? It's not the card that says everything is fine, but there's two cards in this deck. That's this card, the Ten of Swords, and the other one says everything is fine. So I think we can get that when there's 78 cards in the tarot, and there must be 79 with that extra card. When I've just channeled all that about somebody's having a shocking escape from a trapped place, and then I pull the fuck this card, that's walking away. Fuck this. Painful ending. This is a shocking, painful ending. And this is what I've just channeled in the one for today's one. I feel there's going to be shocking, painful karmic endings because the karmic energy has done something that's found out. And it's like, some of these things are so bad that the person's like, I'm not staying, like justice. So whether it's cheating or whatever, or it doesn't always need to be this, but it's that's what I'm feeling. Yeah, like someone's on their way after hermit mode, or that's how it went down before they've left something. Someone's no longer investing in wherever they are. Well, we've just seen that because it's just nothing but battling. They feel like a wounded warrior, and they're single. So again, is this that someone's been single healing for a while, like the one I've done earlier? Or is this somebody quickly becoming single with a shocking, painful ending? You'll know if it's yours, because the third party's in reverse. So there's no more third parties. I don't know how quickly that is. Someone's coming out hanged man. Don't want to get too many. There's the Ten of Wands that I saw. Look, someone's putting the Ten of Wands. Someone is truly saying, fuck this, but it's because of burnout. Burned out with living a lie, it feels like. Wow, okay, so... And then they're pulling me the conflict card over there. Right, I'm going to do these Pluto ones, because this is already a bit long again. What have we got for... That's a saying though, isn't it? This is getting a bit long. You know, they say it in Love Island. I think it's meant to be. It's a bit draining, exhausting. Have we had any message cards yet? I don't think we have, eh? Let's get some. Oh, I think we got a different deck. What else from this deck? Is it true? I heard you're dating someone. Is it true? Please tell me it isn't. So again, this is either... That came out for today's too. So this has come out for both Scorpio Moon. So basically, this is either like this person's mind running away with them because they've been in a dark place and burnout and going through whatever that's all about, that they feel the feminine's moving on. That's kind of what I'm feeling from that. But or it's the gossip, it's the lies that somebody told. So because this could be, remember, this can be present, but this can be past energy that pulled this person away because somebody said that was, you know, that you were getting attention from others. I'm addicted to the attention of others. I love feeling wanted, needed. I don't feel whole without it. But also that's why they got me to get this deck, because it's pulled together the energy of what's come through in this. This person did choose the attention of others, and they're sorry. I hate how much I've hurt you. I'm so sorry for all the pain I've caused. You didn't deserve any of it. I'm sorry I ghosted and gaslight you. It was because of my mother wounds. But you're so smart. The way I just channeled that, it's like, look, I'm sorry. This is where it gets really specific because it's Scorpion. I'm sorry that I listened, that I ghosted you, and I cared more about what other people thought and the attention of others. And I gaslit you and made you think I didn't like you. Not helped by people talking shit is what I'm feeling. And it could be someone's look, but again, it's like I gaslit you, and it was through the influence of my mum, my mother, whatever. Again, I say mum, whatever you say. But you're so smart, I think you could see right through it. So if you're the feminine, you either literally saw who it was that was influencing them, or you just knew that they weren't telling the truth. However that all fits. I've been lying to and gaslighting you. You weren't crazy. You were right. I just wasn't strong enough to admit it. My mother's a big influence on my behaviour now as an adult. I have challenges connecting to divine feminine energy within me and externally. You're so smart. Your intellect really turns me on. You're so smart, and I really enjoy our conversations. Right. Again, it's what came out on the last live. Not a live, was it? It was a video I filmed that. Well, it's because I filmed it live. That's what it was. So if that mum thing resonates, go and watch that, because that feels like that one again. Right, so again, and it's going to come through, so we just have to kind of stomach these ones. These ones make my stomach turn because I just think they're horrible, but it's because Cancer season is the mother, so all the family stuff's going to come out. Right, what have we got? And I know it resonates, sadly, because of you guys that I work with, where it's the case that it is a mum that has manipulated you. So what have we got? Did that? Oh no, I already pulled. Oh wait, salamander. I already pulled them. Fuck's sake! I just didn't read them from the book, right? So, whitetail and what was here? Unicorn, right? Whitetail for the feminine, unicorn for the masculine, but they're both for both. That's how we go. Right, I might need to pause this if I can't. No, 2, and where is the unicorn? 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and 60. So there's that one, and right. So whitetail, the process of rebirth. Wow, that's what come out at the start with that casket card. Each year, the majestic whitetail sheds an incredibly important part of itself, its rack of antlers. In each subsequent year, the antlers grow back stronger and bigger than they were before. The process of regrowing these antlers is bloody painful yet necessary. So what I'm getting from that is you went through something very painful but necessary, Divine Feminine. You went through a lot of grief, people, third-party involvement, causing trouble, third-party deception, backstabbing, betrayal, all that, and then the masculines went through it after you, because I'm staring at 3 of Cups and 10 of Wands. So The arrival of the whitetail in a reading means that you two are undergoing a painful yet necessary rebirth, which again you might have already went through, or you're going through it now. There's a part of your identity, life, or even relationships that must be shed now in order for you to advance forward in your journey and ultimately your evolution. How clever is that they made me pull it and then read this right at the end to tie it up? Because that is what's come through here. This Divine Feminine group had to let go of a lot of third parties, because if they were your friends, they weren't your friends. If it was your family, they were deceptive family. If it was a lover, it was a deceptive karmic lover. You know what I'm saying? Like, and even in this case, your twin flame has at some point chose other people over you through a spell, and then they're not now, because I'll pull something else. I'll see what else is going on with them after this. So you've basically went through a really rough time, but you're going to be rewarded for it. This process may also feel bloody and painful. Resist the urge to shy away from it. Instead, recognise that to make room for this new version of yourself, a version that is bigger and stronger than before, you must first prune away whatever is bogging you down. You've outgrown it. Choosing to hold on to it is no longer serving you. Again, that's all the gossips you had to let go of. Don't let them back in. That's what I'm going to say. Don't let these people back in. I think some of these people could be coming a knocking in Mercury retrograde in Leo. So take the message where it resonates. Often fear comes hand in hand with change. When we can sense it on the horizon, we instinctively double down on that which is familiar. Think of the stag and how it lets go that protects him without question, knowing that it will be replaced with something even more immaculate. How can this unbridled trust in the unfolding path serve you, even if you don't know exactly how that means yet? Again, in the past, you were afraid to let go of these people around you, even though you knew some of them were causing trouble for this union. Or just, it doesn't need to be about the union, but that seems to be what's come through. It could just be people were just gossiping about you in general because you were doing something different. They were jealous of you, however that fits. They could just be jealous because they're not doing something different. So it's all different reasons of what would come out here. And just remember, Divine Masculine, that if you've not already went through the exact same thing, you will, if you're this Divine Feminine's Masculine. But something tells me that's what they're going through now, or they soon will. 60. Right. Unicorn. There could be extra hints to Scotland there, because someone reminded me that when I was on the last live, that unicorn is Scotland there. Synchronicity, magic, something special. The mythical unicorn is a special creature appearing across the tales of magic for hundreds of years. There's those who believe unicorns may have existed at one time, and those who know the true essence of the unicorn can only be captured in their hearts. Should the mystical unicorn card turn up in a pool, something special has happened in your life, and it's time to pay attention to synchronicities and magical around you. Again, this is the Venus-Uranus conjunction is guiding the masculine to where they're meant to be. And again, it could be in a massive, big tower moment to get them to see through all of the third-party mess. The universe is constantly sending us messages. For those who are on the spiritual path, you're probably familiar with the idea of synchronicities, aligning the things that confirm we're on the right path or answer a question we have. Popular synchronicities include things like angel numbers, repeating numbers such as 444, 777, also with the 7-7 portal coming up a couple of days from this. Full body, goosebumps, reading or hearing something that exactly what we needed, and so on. With the unicorn's arrival, you may have been experiencing a lot of these lately. However, it's possible that you know you're on to something big, which may even feel like a once-in-a-lifetime moment. Pay special attention to the world around you now and take advantage of the unique and beautiful energy to birth something significant. The implications of this moment will reach further than you know, and that's where that's where this masculine's at. It's now or never. And I think there's something shocking, some kind of something they're seeing through that is catapulting them out of this situation to the Divine Feminine. Research the meaning behind angel number. Oh, no, I'm not reading that, but that's a load of shit. Right, okay, so what I feel like I need that. I feel like wasn't over. It still isn't over. Did we use these cards yet? I don't think we used these ones, did we? So let's use. I want to see if the 7-7 card comes out again. Oh, what? No. Oh, that was no. Well, guys, that was my own fault because I piled them up. But again, that was their way of saying, because it's fine. They fell into a box, but they tidied themselves up. Put it that way. You can see how this desk. You can see how cards sat on this table. It's not a desk for 6 months because There's so many. I was like, I can't tidy that up. I'll not leave them down there for 6 months. Because I'll not leave it like that again. It was what it was. You know, like I said, it must have been connected to some kind of trauma for me that I just couldn't face handling. I don't mean I'm not, again, if you need to see what I said on another live, it's because it must have been connected to something. It was symbolic why I was leaving all those cards there. Right, tell us what's going on here. Yeah, the soul merger. It's your souls are being pulled back to one another, like the swans that make the heart, like that we've been seeing in the last few videos. Yeah, someday that's what it is. This masculine's went through a huge dark night of the soul, massive ego death, because it seems like they needed it. Like they turned their back on the other half of their soul, and my God, they know it now. I can feel it. The loss of their unicorn. But they're a high priest now. They're more empowered. They're different. And you're their high priestess. That's magical the way that came out. This high priest can now recognise their divine mirror, because mirror came out, didn't it? Somewhere. And they're the yin to each other's yang. This person just needed time to blossom into who they were. And you needed to trust that that's what was going to happen. Like the lotus flower going up through the mud to become who you are. You could work with Saint Germain, the violet flame. That's what I work with in everything I do. And anyone can work with it. You can just call on that energy. But again, there's people like myself that are very connected. I'm on my way. Yeah, that's funny. I wasn't going to use that deck, but I picked that up when I picked this tarot up. This person is on their way. Because they're heartbroken. And there's 78 cards in the tarot, and that one was on the top when I shuffled. Their heart broken, or their heart is breaking that they held back from their 10 of Pentacles. The High Priest is heartbroken that they held back from their High Priestess. They watched to make sure of who you were. That's all the scandal and the bullshit around. Romantic offer. They're just waiting to make their move to their past lover. You. If this is for you, it's your past life lover is on their way. They could just be a bit reserved and not very good at sharing their feelings. There's another 10 of Wands, but they're dropping the burdens. They're very passionate, King of Wands, about this union. But they've been betrayed too. See, that's the same betrayal that happened to the feminine has now happened to the masculine. And that's the truth. Some kind of betrayal left them out in the cold emotionally. I think it's a case of this person's realising that, like, you've had their back throughout everything, and maybe the people that they chose haven't really, you know, or not as much as what they wanted them to, you know. I'm sorry I wasn't there when you needed me. I wanted to be, but I was afraid of letting you down, and I underestimated how important you are in my life. Right, we're ending it on that intense note, because that's exactly what's come through in all of this. I can't believe this one's an hour too, but take it if it resonates. Prayers for this situation, but ultimately you're being led into a union. So beautiful. Please like, comment, subscribe. See you later, guys. Book a personal session.